Hey, welcome back everybody. How's everybody doing? I'm making this video because yesterday, being Halloween, a lot of people were working and they noticed a lot of things. I've noticed it, and I bet you a lot of other delivery drivers noticed this as well. The wait times were like 45 minutes to an hour. And the reason for that is DoorDash, Ubereats, and the rest of the gig economy companies, they're still implementing the old methods of dispatching orders. Now, it applied back in the day. The drivers can agree with that. Back in 2017, 2018, you had Grubhub, you had DoorDash, and there was more orders than delivery drivers because it was new. There wasn't that many delivery drivers. The information wasn't spread out like that. It was the beginning of these two main companies doing deliveries. So obviously you'll send orders as soon as they get sent to the restaurant. This way to give enough time because there wasn't that many delivery drivers. Well, here we are in 2024. That does not apply anymore. Every parking lot you go to, or any plaza, it looks like a dealership with so many gig economy drivers standing around. Everybody and their grandma is doing delivery with DoorDash, Uber Eats, Grubhub, you name it. So it does not apply anymore. Now you might say, well, they don't have the system set up where it notifies the gig economy companies that the order is ready. Well, guess what? You're wrong. I get messages constantly with DoorDash saying, this customer's order is ready to be picked up. And another restaurant, this order is ready to be picked up. So that's already in the system. So since they don't have to do any of that already applies, they already have that in the system, why can we not dispatch orders when they're ready only? Why they're not doing that? Yeah, back in the day, it takes time. Now, less than a minute. Every restaurant, guaranteed there will be a delivery driver waiting outside that restaurant. I don't care what location you're at. Every restaurant right now, there's delivery drivers in every parking lot. Like I said, everybody and their grandma is doing deliveries. Plus, you get people out of the country. They're here. We already covered that. Other gig economy content creators have covered that as well. There's so many people from other countries are here doing what? Gig work. So we are way, 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 way oversaturated with drivers. So there's no debate about, oh, it's going to take too long for a driver to get to that restaurant. Not anymore. You were looking at, yesterday I had to wait at Papa John's 1 hour. 1 hour. Why? They still have that implemented. They'll dispatch the order as soon as they get it from the customer. And they all get the same similar ETA, regardless of what restaurant is getting the order. Every restaurant has their own time. They work with their own time. Not every restaurant is the same. Just like we say, not every market is the same. Not every restaurant is the same. There'll be days that it's supposed to be slow, but it's stupid busy. And the days that are supposed to be very, very busy, it's very, very slow. And then you have weeks that are normal. You cannot predict that. It's a paradox when it comes to stuff like that in the food industry. The only thing is predictable is the shop and deliver orders because the driver works in his own time. So it doesn't apply then. But when you're dealing with somebody else is making the order, like restaurants, you're working with their time. And their time is different from restaurant to restaurant. Why are you giving the same ETA for every restaurant being the same? Does not make any sense. And I believe they need to change that. And let me know in the comments if you guys agree or disagree. I talked to other drivers in my market and they all agree, all 100%, that when the order is ready, Then it gets dispatched to a delivery driver. And it'll be less than a minute. Every parking lot has drivers right now. I don't care what market you're in. Load it with drivers. And another thing is that when they do that, when dispatching orders, before the order even gets made, they just got the order. And it could be any ETA, depending on what restaurant, it could be any time. What happens when they do methods and their system is set up like that? What happens? It affects the completion rate. It affects the acceptance rate. It affects their status. It affects their time too, their wait time. How many drivers have boycotted restaurants for knowing that they're very late with orders? It's not just me. The comments are right there. You guys are working in your markets. You guys know what I'm talking about. There are drivers out there in every single market out there that have boycotted certain restaurants for being very late with orders. Because they know that this restaurant takes an hour. But they give the same ETA like any other restaurant with DoorDash or ubereats. It's the same ETA. But they're saying, I'm not going to this particular restaurant. They are known for taking an hour or over with the offers. I'm not accepting it. Just like Grimaldi's. Grimaldi's does the same thing. Every single customer that orders pizza for delivery, they say that the customer wants it an hour after. No, it's Grimaldi's system. And they're lying to all the gig drivers saying that it's the customer's fault. When in reality, it's Grimaldi's system. They have said it like that. They tell the customer that delivery is going to take over an hour, not the customer. And they're lying to the drivers. So I boycotted Grimaldi's for doing that. There's no way 100% of every customer every day wants their order an hour after when they order it. Nobody. Maybe one or two customers or three customers. All the customers, all day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, every single customer wants their pizza delivered an hour after. Who are they fooling? In order to combat that, DoorDash or ubereats or whoever, they only dispatch orders when the order is ready. And people will go to Grimaldi's, knowing that the order is ready to be picked up. And chances are there'll be a driver in the Grimaldi's parking spot because we got oversaturated with drivers. There's no need to use the old system anymore. We're 2024. Everybody and their grandmother knows about DoorDash, Grub Up, and Uber Eats. They all know the shop and deliver apps. They all use them. We're already into that system already. So why are the gig economy companies trying to improve the delivery service? There you go. Enough said. Let me know in the comments, guys. Do you agree or disagree? Like I said, I talked to a lot of the drivers here. They all agree they should dispatch orders only when they're ready. But you guys, maybe you have your own ideas or thoughts about it. Let me know in the comments and I'll catch you guys later.